Hello everyone, welcome to part 20 of the jQuery series. And in this video we are going to learn filtering methods. Okay, so filtering methods involves first, last, EQ, filter and not. Actually, these three are the filtering methods, first, last and EQ, and these filtering methods help us to search any of the specific element in the group of elements. Okay, like you want to search one particular div out of the number of div elements. Okay, and that can be first div, like first element, like there is the group of elements, like group of div elements, and you want to find out the first div element. Okay, you want to highlight the first div element, you want to search the first div element, then we are going to use the first. Last, when you want to search out, when you want to select the last element in the group of elements. Okay, and EQ, when you want to search the element based on its index. We know that in array, index start from the 0th element, and EQ means that if you want to find the particular element with index like 0 index, 1 index, 2 index, I will explain you when we'll work on it. And after that we will see the filtering methods that based on some kind of criteria. Okay, like we want to search for the element that have some particular class. Okay, and we want to search for the elements that do not have that particular class. See, filter and not. Filter means we are searching for some particular element, and not means we are just from the group of element, we are just not we don't want one particular element. Okay, here we want one particular element, and here we don't want one particular element. Okay, so I will explain you all with the help of example, so that it will be clear to you. So first of all, we are going to work on the jQuery first method, and I have told you that jQuery first method returns the first element from the group of elements. Okay, so we are going to see its example. So I am going to save the file with jQuery 20 this time, as this is our 20th video of jQuery series. So I'm going to save this file with jQuery 20, and we'll remove this one, and we'll also remove all this. We will write the new div elements, and we'll also remove this. Okay, so now see, first of all we are going to work for the first element. So I will take some div elements here, div, and inside div I will also take one p element, and here I will write something like welcome to stack developers YouTube channel, like this. Okay, so this one I am going to take a few times, like 1 2 3. So break is also not required here. Okay, so I will also give the border to these elements, like some kind of border. I will give border 1 pixel, solid black. So same border I am going to give for other elements as well, div elements as well. And in button I am going to specify find first div element. I'm going to get caps as well. Okay, and here what I am going to do, I am going to pick up the div here. Okay, div element, and we are going to find the first element. We are going to find use first method here, and we'll change its CSS to something like background color yellow. Okay, so let's check out that it works fine or not. So I am going to refresh here. All jQuery files are here. This is the jQuery 20 file. Okay, so now find first div element, I am going to click on this one, and you can see we able to select the first div element out of the 3 div elements. We able to select the first div element. Okay, so we have used here the first method. Here you can see first method helps us to check that which is the first element, and we are checking the div elements. We are checking all the div elements, and we are checking the first of all div elements, and it picks this div element as first element and change its color, its background color to yellow, like we have given the CSS to it. Okay, so after that we will see the jQuery last method. So like in the first method, we are going to search for the, we are going to select the first element from the group of elements. Here in the last method, we are going to return the last element from the group of elements. Okay, so in last method we are going to check out the last element of from all divs. Okay, so we are going to check this example as well. I'm going to save it will be with 20b. Here I will write find last div element. Okay, and here simple enough I will do last, and no other chain will be there. So now I'm going to refresh. Okay, I'm going to open the 20b file. Here you can see the find last div element. Here I'm going to check, and you can see welcome to Stack Developer YouTube channel. The last one is highlighted this time. Okay, so this is the last method that we have used. We have used the last with the div, so it will check out in all divs. This last element it will check out, it will select and will make its background color to yellow. Okay, so now we are going to see eq method. So eq method returns element with specific index number from the group of element. Okay, so like I have told you, now we are going to find element with the help of index. Okay, so now see here, there are 3 div elements, 1 2 3. This element is located in the 0th index, then it is located in the first index, then it is located in the second index. It works same like the arrays. If you know arrays, I hope that every one of you knows array. In array, first element is always 0, then next element is 1, then after that 2. Okay, so here it works in the same way, and we are going to let's select the first element, this one, 0 1 2. So we are going to select this one. So for that I am going to save the file once again, jQuery 20c. Okay, so this time I will also do like located on 0 array element. Okay, like this, so that it will be clear to us. Okay, here you can see index number 1, index number 0. We will write like this, it is index number 0, it is located in index number 0. Okay, so same like we are going to check out index number like this. Okay, index number 1, index number 2. Okay, so here I am going to write first find div element with index number 1. Okay, so we are going to highlight this one, and for this we are going to write the another method, and this method is eq. This time, see, div is fine, we are going to find the div, and we are going to replace last with eq, and now we are going to pass the index number, like which one. I am going to find the first one. Okay, so now I am going to try and we'll check out. So I am going to open here 20c. Okay, so I am going to find this middle one, and let's see, find div element with index number 1. See, the middle one is highlighted this time. Okay, So from group of elements we can able to find any particular element based on the index number. Okay, if we have the particular index number, then we can able to select that element, we can able to search that element, we can apply any kind of operation on that, any kind of event or function on that element. Okay, so that is done. And the next one, now see the basic elements, basic filter methods we have covered here. These three filter methods, first, last and eq filter method you have seen. And now we are going to check out the another one, jQuery filter method. See, this one, this filter method returns the element with specific criteria from the group of elements. Means you have given some kind of class or some kind of id, you are going to find means with specific class. Okay, then you can use this one. Like I will show you here with example. I'm going to save this file with jQuery 20d. Okay, so here I am going to do something. So I will give one class here, like I will give class here to the last element. I will give class selected. Okay, so I want to select only the div element with the selected class. Okay, so for that I will use the filter method. Here I will also write find div element with selected class. Okay, like this, with selected class, or you can give any other class as well if you want, but I have given the selected class. And here div, then we are going to use the filter method. And here inside the we are going to give option here dot selector, like this. Okay, so css background color yellow. Now we are going to check find div element with selected class, and I am going to refresh here. And here you can able to see find div element with index number, sorry, not this one. Now I'm going to open jQuery 20d, like this, find div element with selected class. Okay, so here I can also remove these one. Now these are not required. Okay, so now see, now we are going to select the third one, and third one we have given the selector class. And see here we able to select the third one because we have given the class to the third one. Okay, selected class, and we have find div element with selected class. Okay, so the last method is the note method. Note method means like we are going to leave that particular element from the group of element. Okay, like now we want to leave this selected class and we want to highlight another one. And we want to select the another one. Okay, after leaving the selected one. Okay, so for this one, once again I'm going to save this file with jQuery 20e this time. Okay, so now I am going to use the note here. Okay, and note, and here I am going to write find div element that does not have selected class. Okay, so now we are going to check here, and we will write here t20e, and you can see find div element that does not have selected class, and we able to find, we able to select the first two one because they don't have the selected class. Okay, so this is the note method that we can do. Okay, so this is the note method. Note means div element that does not have this selected class. Okay, so we able to select the first two. So I hope that all these are clear to you, and you can try at your end. And if you have any queries, you can surely contact me, and you can get all these code. Okay, by becoming the member of my channel. You can get all these jQuery code, all the documentation that will really help you Okay, we are going to cover the complete jQuery, and if you will become the member, you will get the complete jQuery tutorial, complete jQuery documentation, and complete jQuery examples. Okay, so that's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.